Hi there. Are you a woman who is a caregiver and you feel worn out, burnt out, or exhausted? Well, keep watching so I can give you some tips on how to manage the exhaustion. My name is Karen and I'm an emotional wellness coach. I help women who are caregivers to not get burnt out so that they can keep on caring for their loved ones. I help you learn how to manage and find relief from the negative emotions that come with caregiving, specifically caring for an aging parent and or a depressed husband. In my case, I have both. I care for my sweet mom who's 83 years old and suffers from dementia. And I'm married to a wonderful man who happens to suffer from depression. So let's talk today about the emotional and mental exhaustion that comes from caregiving of a depressed husband. We have to say this: taking care of a depressed husband does not feel normal. It's not how life is supposed to be. No one gets married planning on going through life somewhat alone because her husband suffers from depression and he can't keep up with life's everyday goings on. We have the idea when we get married of sharing the load of household chores, expenses, having friends and family over and involved in our lives, perhaps having children, enjoying time alone together, traveling. But when your husband starts to stop doing some of those things, when he drops the ball more often than not, you start to feel confused, and then you want an explanation. What's going on? Are you feel what's up? And you may only get a shoulder shrug because he may not even understand what's going on. And the madness continues because it just continues. And then you start feeling frustrated and lost because the world outside is moving full speed ahead, and you two are starting to lag behind because he's not functioning at full capacity. Now, let's just stop right here. We are not saying that he's making this up. Depression is real. It is a mental illness that requires constant attention from a professional in order to manage it. But in this video, we're talking about how it affects you, the wife, the caregiver. So now you finally accept, okay, something is definitely wrong with my husband. He can't figure it out, but I know my man. I know something's up. So most women, what do? Oh, we start looking for solutions. We make doctor's appointments. We drag them. We search for natural remedies. We buy all kind of herbs and stuff. We go all in trying to help this man that we love so much to get better. But then the tough and frustrating part comes because he goes to the appointments. He gets the exams. But when the meds are prescribed, he'll take them a couple of days, and then a couple of days he doesn't take them. Or the doctor probably strongly suggests a talk therapist. You find one, you take him, perhaps, and he says, I don't like him, I don't connect with her. No, it's a waste of my time, I'm not going anymore. Or he goes, but he never opens up to the therapist. So now you're completely spent. And how do you feel? Helpless. So now you go to his family. You go to your family. You go to his friends. You go to whoever you can looking for help. But that doesn't work either, because a lot of times people don't feel comfortable. When you use that D word, depression, either they don't take you seriously, or because of their history, they're afraid of that word. And instead of giving you more support, they actually pull away from you and your husband. So now you're alone, exhausted mentally and emotionally. You're frustrated, angry, disappointed, disillusioned, and with good reason. And meanwhile, you still perhaps have to work outside, take care of the kids, keep the house clean, do the laundry, etc., do things that he used to do that he no longer can do, and you are done. Where can you find relief? Where can you start to look to come up for some air, to get some type of relief? On this channel, we're going to talk about ways to find yourself again and get the help that you need. The beautiful thing is you have everything you need right inside you. And you're like, what? I'm going to say it again. You have everything you need right inside of you, but you need help to find it. The very first thing that you need to do It's going to sound very odd, but it's the honest truth. Your tank is on E, completely empty, and you need to shift your ultra focus off of him, getting him better, and put it on you so you can get your tank filled up. Now, I'm not saying abandon him. No. He needs you. You need him. You love each other. I'm saying take the ultra focus off of him and put it onto you. Work on you. What do they say on the airplanes? When that oxygen mask falls, our innate nature is to get it on my kid, get it on my elderly mom. They say put your mask on first, your oxygen. Why? Because if you don't and you're putting it on and you fall out, now everybody in the row is done. But if you put yours on, you're good. And now you're strong enough, you're getting your oxygen and you can take care of your loved ones. You're on that plane, the flight attendants cannot and will not do that for you. They have to put their own mask on. So it's your responsibility to put your oxygen mask on. You must do it yourself. And guess what? You can. You can. Trust me. My friend, you have to fill yourself up. Why? Because everyone around you, that's the other thing, just like the flight attendants, they have to get their masks on. Everyone around you in your world is also trying to put their masks on first. But think about it. No one can eat for you. No one can shower for you, right? No one can go to the bathroom for you. So, though we're brought up looking outside of us for other people to validate us, to fill us up, the only person who can truthfully take care of you 100% is you. Right now, that thought might make you feel more helpless, like, I don't have it in me. But if you look at it in a different way, you may feel empowered by that statement. Because think about it. If you depended on someone to come feed you every day, 3 times a day, you're totally dependent on them. What if they don't show up? Or what if they bring food and you're like, I don't eat that. I don't like that. But if you feed yourself, you're responsible for your food. You can do it. You're good. You don't have to wait on anyone. You can eat when you want, how you want. And guess what else? You might have a taste for something. You go get it. You get that specific food, you eat it, and you enjoy it because you're in charge of you. It's the same thing emotionally. Only you know exactly what you're feeling, even though it could be like 5 different emotions at the same time, and you're like, I don't know, but you could get it. And you feel that need. My love, you are not a victim. You are a warrior. And just like your hubby needs and deserves loving care, you also require and deserve loving care. Let me give you an example. You need someone to hold you. You feel like you're all alone, you're about to lose it. You feel empty inside. But your husband isn't available emotionally for that. If you embrace him, he'll hug you, but he's not well emotionally, and you'll end up giving him the hug that you need. Well, you can hug yourself as long and as tight as you could be. Let's do it right now. Practice giving yourself a hug right now. I'm going to try to do it without messing with my mic. Squeeze on yourself. Squeeze. You know, embracing yourself in times of distress can help calm anxiety, alleviate stress, and provide a sense of security and well-being. You're embracing your inner child. Remember when you were a baby or a kid and you were scared and you would seek the arms of a loved one? When you give yourself a hug, you reconnect with that inner child within you, and you're allowing yourself to develop more self-compassion, which can lower cortisol levels and improve overall well-being. Now, please note there is a difference between self-compassion and self-pity. Self-pity is destructive. We don't want that. We want to have compassion for ourselves and treat ourselves with love. So, my dear friend, you are not alone. I'm here for you. And number 2, there are 6 million men diagnosed with depression every year. That means there are 6 million wives, sisters, daughters caring for, helping out, assisting these men. And you happen to be one of them. I happen to be one of them. But it's a group, and you're not the only one going through this. Please like and subscribe to this channel. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, because weekly I'm going to be putting out videos on caregiving. Caregiving, the topic is huge, because being a caregiver and the emotions involved is such a wide range of emotions. It affects every single aspect of our lives. And we don't want to become bitter. We want to become better from the things that we go through. We want to learn and then be able to help others. So please like the video, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye now.